Hey, this is Mipester. I am back and I got some amazing gameplay to show you. Okay, here's my army. 2 Bone Monks, pretty good, upgraded. I got a line of Yari Ashigaru for them. Then I got a one long Yari Ashigaru unit. I have 3 Yari Samurai units. I got my general, and then I got 1 Naginara Samurai, and that is my army. My opponent's army is 1 Light Cav. He has 1 Katana Cav. I believe those are Katana Cav. Yes, those are Katana Cav. His general, which is a a leadership general. So that's a 10-star leadership general. Got some sword attendants. Got some Yari Ashigaru. Another unit Yari Ashigaru. This is a 9-unit Yari Ashigaru right there. That's pretty good. In the forest, he has 4 units of Lone Sword Ashigaru and 1 monk unit. The Lone Sword Ashigaru are 9, 9, 9, and I believe it is 3. So, at first, I'm not sure what to do. I see a very little army, so I'm afraid to attack him up here, because I'm afraid he's going to pull like a large counterattack or something on me, so I'm afraid to go there. But I see just 1 Light Cav unit, so I just send in 1 of my Yari Samurai, and then I turn my army, trying to face my opponent's, or at least what I see he has. My opponent immediately sees that I'm doing this, finished capping the building. He capped this one as well, and I've capped that one. He sees this, he pulls up his, oh wait, and he has 1 monk cav. So I see his cavalry coming. So I really not sure what to do yet. I know what he's gonna do though, so I just want to get these units here as fast as I can. And that's really how fast they could run when you have the run ability on. And he pulls a monk cav out of the woods. Non-veteran. Okay, a smart trick right here. When your units are in a thicker block, like see how these guys, well, see how they're in like a block that make a little square? When they get charged by cavalry, they do better. This works with all units. If you have a sword unit in a box, it'll be better off taking a cav charge in a square formation. So see how this is pretty much a square? Because when they have a thick rank, a thick front, it's pretty good against almost everything. So I see that as light cav are coming, but they're not what's really scaring me. It's these Katana cav. So I face my units to take the Katana cav charge. Instantly you're going to see my unit is going to just start going right to red. And remember, this, what are these guys called? Naginara, Yari Samurai only have 1 veterancy. They're not like a 9-star veteran. But watch what happens. Pull down to the red. They get this light cav right down to the red. They start to rout, but they're still fighting. I'm pretty sure during the game I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna lose these guys because there's a 3v1. So these guys are still fighting from the front, holding back his monk cav and katana cav. From behind, he moves his light cav back out, and they rout as they're retreating. But now it's just a frontal fight, and my units are holding off pretty good. Remember, they're still in this very deep formation. They're in a very like a square-like formation, or a circle. If you played any previous Total War games, some of the spear units had circle formation. These in Shogun they do not, but that well, they're starting to make like a little box, which is good against anything. This works amazing with other units, but in this case it was a a Yari Samurai. Okay, as soon as he's losing this battle, he pulls up his general right away, because he doesn't want to lose these very expensive units. But by the time that unit comes, it's pretty much gone. My opponent does not, no matter what, does not want to lose this building right now. So, because this is what he has. This is his main army. Like I said, 3 9-unit Lone Sword Ashigaru with a 4 and a unvetted up monk unit. That's what he pulls out of the woods. So, the first thing I do to keep his general away from the fight, but I wasn't sure who was going to win that, I send my general over here, because I have a melee general. He has a leadership general. We just can't see it right now. So he's running away because he does not want to get in a fight. Even though I'm only like a level 5, I believe, he still does not want to get into a fight. So after warning his general, I realized, okay, got to move my main army, because the main battle is going to take on this side of the river, and I don't want his main army to catch my army crossing the river, because that would just be bad. So I'm going to speed this up here, because pretty much what's going to happen, he's going to move to about here, his main army's getting up, I move my general back, my army's preparing to get into formation here. I realize there's not enough time. I move my I move my Yari Ashigaru to the front to start making a wall here. Remember, the block formation. See how thick these are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units back, holding. So, on a fair fight, these guys would win, but watch what's about to happen. I put them into defensive formation, right there, they're going down, and then this is the special formation for Ashigaru units. Here it is. Thicken up the lines, pull up more, get very close. So now remember, spear wall and hold firm, hold positions, and in thick units. They're never gonna make it. Even though these are 9 Lone Sword Ashigaru. These guys have like 30-something charge. Ridiculous charge. And these guys are just holding it. I put my 2 Naginara Samurais on this flank because I see he's not going to start flanking right here because he has no more units left. But I realize he's going to probably bring these units over. So I just put this unit coming over. So I just put these guys on this side. At this time, I start firing at his general, and here they are. Let's see what that. 6 units are down in 1 volley. Same volley, because each unit could fire 1 volley. Brings it down to 22. Right away, swords are losing to spear units, which is pretty impressive because the game says sword units should beat spears every day of the week. Well, I guess just not today. So he keeps pushing on this flank, but this is where Yari Samurai are, so they're never going to break through. I see his general coming around now because he realizes I'm targeting his general as my 2 monk units. So I just bring up my long Yari Ashigaru unit.
Men are running from the
and well, these guys are going to hold right about here. Remember, thicker formations. The thin formations are never going to win. If you have a formation like this, they're never going to be thick formations like this. So that's why when I play, I always play with very thick formations. His general tries to go for my bow units. I pull my bows out just the last second, and you're running a leadership general into long Yari Ashigaru that are expecting a charge. Well, that general's dead. So, as he's pulling up more units on this flank, because his general's away from his units, this flank starts to fail very fast. As soon as his general's over there and we're over here, routing, but these units all over here are still green. In most of my army, for the most part over here, it's orange, but over here I have a pretty green flank. But I just keep my general here. I decided to charge my general in because he has no spear units, so I just run my general right into battle. The only thing he has are these 2 Ashigaru units, which are over here, and his monk unit, so I'm saying these lone swords could take a general. And then these guys, oh, these guys are coming right down for the charge. Boom, right into them. Downhill charge into Ashigara units, not expecting it. That's a 9 Ashigara unit. My highest Ashigara unit's only a 7. I was getting charged by swords. These are getting charged by Naganeras. Even a little downhill charge. I'm not saying that's a big deal. It's still a big deal, but it's not that big of a deal. And his units are not in a thick formation or in a long, skinny formation. Well, you'll see what's going to happen. They're pretty much going to get destroyed. And then my opponent pretty much rages because I destroyed him. I do not have a picture of the battle screen, but I have 500 and something kills, and he had about 300 kills. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.